Today we're taking a look at these NHL matches, which are happening on Tuesday, April 11th, 2023, and giving you our team and total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and to push the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also check out our Patreon if you want access to our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money, and if you are interested in props and parlay picks, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link to our Patreon and to our new channel in the description and comments section below. Columbus Blue Jackets vs Philadelphia Flyers. Philly has really struggled to score this season. They've averaged just 2.64 goals per game, the fourth fewest in the NHL, on an average of 29.3 shots per game. They've generated the sixth fewest expected goals per 60 minutes, 2.77, and the 10th fewest high-danger shots in the league. The Flyers have the worst power play in the NHL, scoring on just 14.9% of their opportunities. They are led in scoring by Travis Konechny, 56 points, 29 goals, who is out with injury, and Kevin Hayes, 36 assists. Both of these teams haven't been good this season, but I give the Flyers a significant edge defensively and expect that to lead them to the win. Philly has allowed the 10th most goals in the NHL, having given up the 13th most expected goals and the 15th most high-danger shots. They have a good goaltender in Carter Hart. The Blue Jackets meanwhile are starting Michael Hutchinson, who this season has been horrendous with a 1-62 record, a 4.53 GAA, and a .868 save percentage. Columbus is one of the worst defensive teams in the league, allowing the second most goals in the NHL, giving up the fifth most expected goals and the eighth most high-danger shots. Take the Flyers to win on home ice. All three previous games between these teams this season went over, and I expect tonight's game to continue that trend with horrible defensive play for both teams. The Blue Jackets have trended over this season, with the over in their games going 41-35-3 this year. Columbus has been awful defensively, allowing the second most goals in the NHL, giving up the fifth most expected goals and the eighth most high-danger shots. The Flyers are only marginally better, having allowed the 10th most goals in the NHL and having given up the 13th most expected goals and the 15th most high-danger shots. Take the over here and expect plenty of poor defensive play. Our total pick over 6.5 goals. Buffalo Sabres vs New Jersey Devils. The New Jersey Devils have had a fantastic season with their spot in the playoffs clinched with a 50-22-8 record. They still have something to play for as they're just a point back from the Hurricanes for first place in the Metro Division after the Canes lost last night. Jersey has 4 wins in their last 6 games, coming off a 2-1 loss in Boston on Saturday, giving up both goals in the first 4:44 of the game. In that very entertaining game, the Devils were outshot 40-30 by the Bruins and outplayed by an expected goal rate of 3.922.28. The Devils are having the much better season between these teams this season, and I expect them to get a win tonight on home ice, especially with the Sabres in the second half of a back-to-back. New Jersey is the far superior team defensively in this matchup. They've been fantastic on the back end, allowing just the 7th fewest goals in the NHL, giving up only the 3rd fewest expected goals and the 3rd fewest high-danger shots in the league. Meanwhile, the Sabres have struggled defensively. They've allowed the 7th most goals in the NHL, having given up the 6th most expected goals and the 10th most high-danger shots in the league. Add in the fatigue of the Sabres having played last night, and the Devils should win with ease on home ice. Take the Devils to win at home. The last game between these teams this season easily hit the over with 9 total goals, and I expect tonight's game to hit the over as well. Both of these teams have trended over this season with 2 very good offenses. The over in Sabres games has been very profitable this year, going 46-33, while the over has gone 39-37-4 in Devils games. Buffalo has scored the 3rd most goals in the NHL, having generated the 12th most expected goals in the league. They've struggled defensively though, allowing the 7th most goals in the NHL, having given up the 6th most expected goals and the 10th most high-danger shots in the league. That leads to the overs hitting easily. The Devils have been very good offensively and should be able to capitalize on the Sabres' poor defensive play. New Jersey has scored the 6th most goals in the NHL, having generated the 4th most expected goals and the 6th most high danger shots in the league. Take the over 7 goal. Toronto Maple Leafs vs Tampa Bay Lightning. The Toronto Maple Leafs are scoring an average of 3.41 goals per game, which is 9th in the NHL, while holding opponents to an average of 2.70 goals per game, which is also 9th best. Toronto is averaging 32.2 shots per game, which is 12th best, and the Maple Leafs are holding opponents to an average of 29.2 shots per game, which is 6th lowest in the NHL. Toronto's power play scores 25.3% of the time, which is 2nd best in hockey, and the penalty kill unit for Toronto is 14th at 80.7%. Austin Matthews is the leading goal scorer for Toronto with 39, and a close second is William Nylander with 38, while John Tavares is third with 35 goals. Mitchell Marner is the leader in assists with 68 and added to his 30 goals, is the points leader with 98, while Matthews is second in points with 84. Toronto has scored 62 goals on the power play, with Tavares scoring a team-best 18. Ilya Samsonov is 26-10-5 with a 2.36 goals against average, .917 save percentage and 4 shutouts. Toronto will be playing its second game in as many nights when visiting Tampa Bay after playing on the road Monday night against the Florida Panthers. Tampa Bay has one of the better goaltenders in hockey in Andrei Vasilevsky, who has a 2.63 goals against average and .916 save percentage, while posting 4 shutouts in 59 appearances. Toronto will face a barrage of offense from Tampa Bay that has 5 players with 26 goals or more and will be playing its second consecutive game on the road. Down the stretch, Toronto has found little to no consistency, alternating between wins and losses in each of its last 11 games, which has seen Toronto fall behind first-place Boston by 26 points. These defenses have been giving up too many goals, as Toronto is allowing 2.5 goals in their last 4 games, while Tampa Bay is giving up 6.3 goals in their previous 3 games. Throughout the season, they have been 2 of the best power play teams in the sport, as the Maple Leafs are second in the sport with a 26.1 power play percentage, while the Lightning are third with a 25.9 power play percentage right now. The over has hit in the last 7 games between these teams in Tampa Bay, so go with the over here. Our total pick is over 6.5 goals. Detroit Red Wings vs Carolina Hurricanes. The Hurricanes have won 3 of their last 5 games and 6 of their last 10 home games. They are playing well offensively, scoring more than 3 goals per game at home. They have also played well on special team, converting over 20% of their power play opportunities. The Red Wings are killing less than 80% of their penalties, and they struggled defensively in recent games, giving up 12 goals in their last 3 games, so expect them to have a hard time slowing down the Hurricanes in this game. The Red Wings have lost 3 of their last 5 games and 8 of their last 11 road games. They are playing well offensively, scoring 12 goals in their last 3 games. They've also played well on special teams, converting over 21% of their power play opportunities. The Hurricanes are killing over 83% of their penalties, and they played well defensively in recent road games, giving up 7 goals in their last 3 home games, so expect them to keep Detroit's offense in check. Go with Carolina to cover the puck line. While both of these teams have some talented offensive players, the Red Wings' biggest names haven't stepped up in recent times, and given Carolina's defensive prowess, that could once again spell trouble for Detroit. For the Red Wings, the under is 7-2 in their past 9 games played on the road, and for the Hurricanes, the under is 7-1 in their past 8 games overall, so while it may be a dominant win for Carolina, don't expect the offensive success to go both ways. Keep it simple, take the under. Washington Capitals vs Boston Bruins. The Capitals are having a rough season despite their offense stepping up and scoring 3.06 goals per game. Alexander Ovechkin, Dylan Strome, and Evgeny Kuznetsov have scored 75 goals and 115 assists to lead the top 2 lines, but the rest of the offense has also stepped up. Conor Sheary, TJ Oshie, and Sonny Milano have combined for 45 goals and 58 assists, while defenseman John Carlson has added 9 goals and 18 assists from the point to help open up the offense. The Bruins look to wrap up their historic season with a win and should overwhelm a struggling Capitals team on both ends of the ice. The Bruins, who average 3.64 goals per game, should find the back of the net at will with David Pastrnak, Brad Marchand, and the rest of the forward unit controlling the puck in the offensive zone and creating open shots with quick puck movement. The Bruins, who allow only 2.10 goals per game, should eliminate the Capitals' offense with Hampus Lindholm, Charlie McAvoy, and the rest of the defensive unit, creating turnovers in the neutral zone and defensive zone alike, while goaltender Linus Ullmark blanks the shots on the net. The Bruins should win the game and cover the spread in a dominant win on their home ice. Our team pick is Bruins minus 1.5 goals. The Bruins are having one of the great seasons in NHL history, with their offense stepping up and scoring 3.64 goals per game, including 17 goals in the last 5 games. David Pastrnak, Brad Marchand, and Patrice Bergeron have scored 107 goals and 122 assists to lead the top 2 lines, but the rest of the offense has also been great. Pavel Zacha, David Krejci and Jake DeBrusk have combined for 62 goals and 99 assists, while defensemen Hampus Lindholm and Charlie McAvoy have added 17 goals and 86 assists from the point to put the offense over the top. Our total pick is over.